people injured here. 3v3 Argus Desert Gate. Blue team, we have Vespucci, also known as Codex, plays an Eldar Warlock. This is All-3 DLC. Offensive, fights melee, can leap into melee combat, can tank and disrupt awesomely, depending on how you kit him out as well. Dark Riku alongside is a Grey Knight Brother Captain, durable commander that walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Good offense and support, fights melee. And Kickin, also known as Kickin Ace, rounds out blue team as a Force Commander, Blood Ravens, veterans of Aestus. Offensive, melee, quite versatile, can tank, disrupt and even support, has great offense. Red team, Angry Bird is a Commando Nob, infiltrating commander that likes to sneak around, shoot, stab and explode things. Osinski alongside him is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, fights melee, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, good offense and disruption. And we have Mr. Caeltos, lead designer of Elite Mod, playing a Lord General, fights ranged, has a retinue to help him out which can add to throughout the game, good defense and support. And it looks like Codex is alone on the east side, most likely going to be forced off. Dark Riku, as he usually does on this map, is pushing mid, nothing wrong with that. Codex just needs to be careful and preserve squads. There's a Destructor, nicely done, takes out a couple of heretics and they retreat. Strike squad on the field for Dark Riku, following up with more Stormtroopers, very popular build for Grey Knights. Angry Bird with double shooters, Kickin Ace with some Loyalist Tactical Marines which are in retreats. Force Commander chasing sluggers, but he is also forced to retreat. Are we going to see the Assassin's Knife for the Commander Nob? Angry Bird likes to use it, is quite good at using it as well. 500 481, an early double cap for Codex because Dark Riku pushed mid, but now he's alone and is forced off the east side. Red team will take it. Now we already have the Sergeant Retinue member for the Lord General. You see him on the left there, can distribute medical packs. Here come Howling Banshees for Codex. Light melee unit with power weapons, a no sentinel build for Caeltos, going for triple guardsmen. Put out some decent firepower as you can see with their las guns if you get 3 of them with sergeants. There are Avengers there. Here's the Warlock leaping at the Chaos Lord, won't knock him down though because he's wearing Terminator armor. Rangers on the field for Codex, and now a Shuriken Cannon. This is a 1-1-1 build by Codex. Chaos Lord with a heal there that you saw, that's because he was given a medical pack by the Lord General, and will he get away? He should do. Meanwhile Caeltos hitting power, Osinski doing well to distract all of that stuff, and Havoc's now on the field for Osinski. Also has some Chaos Space Marines there back at base. Look at this, Angry Bird has pushed Kickin Ace all the way back to his power, and now both of them have come mid. Stick bombs already up for the Commander Nob, missing the scouts who have shotguns and a sergeant, so they get a fragmentation grenade. Force Commander harassing some shooters, getting low though and retreats. 459, 449, east side is red. Blue team pushing, no Grey Knights and Eldar. Here comes the Warlock. Are we going to see the immolate of this guy? No sign of it yet. Brother Captain alongside his strike squad, no doubt forcing melee on his guardsman. Strike squad very good in melee. Good all-round unit early on. 445, 449. He has given his Inquisitorial Stormtroopers some grenade launchers too, will help thin out the triple guardsman that Caeltos has. And he's still chasing his guys. Caeltos happy to lead him back to base. Retreats his Brother Captain, does not retreat his strike squad though, and they are getting pincered by double shooters and triple guardsmen, losing tons of health. Has he not realised they lose a model and finally retreats? Angry Bird fully upgrading both of his shooter squads with a Nob Leader, and Big Shooter allows them to suppress, give them some more DPS and durability. Meanwhile, Codex hitting power here. This wreck point has been decapped. Osinski knows that he cannot counter that Shuriken, so does not try. Rangers on the field have their Pathfinder gear, allows them to infiltrate. Caeltos with some Cataclysm Devils dropping a smoke bomb there to shroud their unit, giving it heavy cover. Something you don't see used enough by Imperial Guard players with their Cataclysms, I think, the smoke grenade. They are quite energy intensive with their shotgun blast, their grenade launcher and their smoke grenade. There's the smoke grenade again. And Caeltos using it to tank this shuriken with his Lord General. Guardsmen are forced off though, and we have aspiring champion heretics for Osinski. Interceptors teleporting in from Dark Riku, teleporting infantry with decent DPS as well, forcing off those guard space marines. Well, here come heretics, and that's a bad engagement for the interceptors. Surely they're going to lose a model here, and they do. Might lose two. Very lucky not to lose a squad. In fact, he still might. Lord General shooting it up. 3 hit points and down they go. Ouch. Didn't last very long, did they? That leveled the Lord General. Heretics did an awesome job there. Howling Banshees now coming in though. Have their aspect. And what's going on west side? We have burners up for the sluggers, down to 3 models, and we do have the Assassin's Knife for the Kommando Nob, can use Assassinate, which will take out a tactical marine model in 1 hit at level 1 anyway. There's his stun bomb. Scouts run right into it. Kommando Nob now retreats though. He has his shooters mid. 445, 370. It is a 2-to-1 for blue. Dark Riku goes tier 2, having lost those interceptors, a huge loss. They are 550 interceptors, and they feed your enemy serious XP when you lose them. Kickin also going level 2 or tier 2 even. Angry Bird going tier 2. Osinski already there. Caeltos also going. Codex will be the last to go. And look at this, a bunker is up from Caeltos. A global ability of all of the Imperial Guard commanders. Smoke grenade again used to great effect, and he's using stabilizers to heal up his infantry. Imperial Guard bunker. I don't think I can see what he's upgraded it with. Most likely the medical upgrade allows him to reinforce around it. Also Osinski, who brings his Havocs back into play with a heavy bolter. Can they suppress the Shuriken cannon here? No, they suppress the Warlock. Instant suppression, look at that. He's gone for this merciless Witchblade. Caeltos getting very close, using the Galaxy Burn. Very lucky to survive then. 445, 344. He must have some kind of damage resistance when he uses that animation. Almost went down. Ranger shot in retreat. Heretics now in amongst things. Destructor misses. Warlock goes down. Catachans now up against Strike Squad. You saw them using their ability on the Catachans there, which does damage. I keep forgetting the name of it. Drains energy and does damage, and did a lot of damage to those Catachans. But they are healed up from the health regen from that bunker. 442, 338. Weird Boy on the way for Angry Bird, and he's getting boom time for his Kommando Nob. Here is the Weird Boy. Turrets getting angry at ammo crates for Angry Bird. Look at the map control for blue. Havoc's being repositioned by Osinski. Dreadnought on the way for Kickin Ace. Dark Riku lost his other stormtroopers and now has a Rhino with a heavy bolter turret on top. Twin linked heavy bolter to be precise. Taking big shots though from this heavy turret dropped by the Lord General. That thing does serious damage to vehicles. Can upgrade it with an executioner cannon as well. Guardsman capping mid. Caeltos preserving all 3 squads into tier 2. Are we going to see plasma guns to pressure the Grey Knights and Marines? Dreadnought is on the field. Walker vehicle for Space Marines getting the assault cannon. Starts off with 2 Dreadnought close combat weapons. 1200 hit points. It's a tough old thing. Not the most mobile vehicle though. And I don't think Red Team have seen it yet. Here come the Havocs. Kommando Nob taking friendly fire from the Weird Boy. And now we've seen a Dreadnought and a full retreat from a CNC. Must have thought things were... Oh, it's a misclick. 418, 324. Codex quite rightly declares it pointless to attack this stronghold of Caeltos. Executioner, heavy turret, bunker, which provides health regen to all of this stuff and allows it to reinforce, I believe. And his guardsmen now building cover. Howling Banshees with their Exarch and Aspect. Shuriken Cannon nicely set up here, and Rangers hanging back, taking shots. Again, Smoke Grenade used excellently by Caeltos. Catachan's really shining in this game so far. Rhino is a transport, but it will not reinforce you. 392, 324, 2-to-1 cap. And we have a Chaos Dreadnought on the field for Osinski, armed with its auto cannon by default. Good damage to all targets, and a small AoE strike squad taking a big hit from the Weird Boy, but there's a Hell Fury strike beautifully done by Dark Riku. And a Call the Boys from Angry Bird. Very quick thinking, reinforcing all of his squads there. And he's going to use that to push off the Marines. There's Zap. Jump into the Tactical Marines, does 50 damage every time it jumps. And it jumps again to the Force Commander, who has a Power Fist. Very strong vehicle counter this thing with Flesh over Steel. That Rhino doesn't have a last cannon, but these Devastators do. Taking big chunks of hit points off of that Chaos Dreadnought, and another Chaos Dreadnought on the way for Osinski. 360, 324, 2-to-1 cap for Red Team. Have come back very strong in tier 2. Look at this map. Caeltos with some super Imperial Guard defenses here. Where is Codex? He's back at base.
Shuriken Cannon team ready.
Going tier 3, as is Dark Riku. Very quick tier 2. Didn't even drop an Autarch. These turrets, by the way, have vehicle armor, so you need anti-vehicle weapons to take them out. And Red Team might get a triple, and they do get a triple. Caeltos taking the VP. Lost both of his retinue members and his sergeant retinue though. Osinski doesn't want to run in here, but he does want to use Let the Galaxy Burn, trying to stop the cap. And does stop the cap. As you can see there, Armor of the Inferno giving him a grenade icon, denoting a generic AoE ability. Catachan Devils fully upgraded for Caeltos with Demolition Man and Melter Gun Sergeant using the smoke grenade to give themselves cover. They are also infiltrated because they've been idle, though revealed by this Scout Sergeant. And there's a Manticore from Caeltos. Boom! Nicely done. Almost wiping the Rangers 2 hit points, and they get away very, very lucky. 270, 324. We're going to have triple Chaos Dreadnoughts from Osinski. March of the Dreadnoughts. Here are 2. Instantly the Banshees don't want to mess with that and retreat. Triple auto cannons from these things will be nasty. Strike Squad in cover. Justicar gives them 2 abilities. Purification, which gives energy to a unit, and the other one, which I can't remember the name of, which damages a unit, drains its energy. Can only use it on units with energy. Does AoE damage though, so a great thing to use against commanders surrounded by their army. Codex now has a fully kitted out level 1 Warlock. He's in tier 3 with a level 1 Commander, Merciless Switchblade, Champion's Robe and Warp Throw, and down goes the Commander Knob. He's still level 1 as well, getting the rocket launcher. Very good anti-vehicle weapon. Chaos Lord's level 2, Lord General's level 2, Brother Captor's level 2, the Nemesis Demon Hammer. Good melee damage, 150 damage per swing I think, 100 DPS. Has the, what is it called? Demolishing Strike, which sends things flying. And he has the teleport as well. Force Commander level 3 with a Power Fist, 220, 324. And we have March of the Dreadnoughts from Osinski. Here are all 3 of them with their autocannons. We're going to have some serious damage. 214, 324. That's cannon sets up. But they'll just march up to it and shoot the crap out of it. Taking out a model in seconds. Right Lance is now set up though, and this thing puts out some serious DPS to vehicles. But can it withstand 3 autocannons? It cannot. 204, 324. Here come the Orks of Angry Bird. Sluggers have their knob leader. They're going to be very dangerous now. burners as well, almost level 2. Osinski pushing with these dreadnoughts. Kommando with that rocket launcher. Right in the crosshairs, good versus infantry and vehicles in fact. Especially if infantry is bunched up. 199, 313. Look at this, east side. Dark Riku's pushing. Where's his Rhino? It's gone down, but he has Terminators on the field. Brother Captain runs away. And turret is still sitting pretty. Manticore is here as well. At least he knows where the Manticore is now. Strike squad trying to retreat through tons of stuff. Very lucky they didn't retreat through melee squads. What level are they? They are level 2. 1204 hit points. Brilliant. Assault cannon barrage from Kickin now has a Predator tank, getting the extra armor. Brings it up to 900 hit points. And here are the Grey Knight Terminators with their splash melee damage. Also drain energy passively from nearby enemies. Nemesis Force Halberds can get the Liber Demonica to give them a hammer hand. Look at this in the middle. Triple Chaos Dreadnoughts, Chaos Space Marines with Marco Zinch. No aspiring champion. We have aspiring champion Heretics, Guardsmen. No weapon upgrades for these guys. But look at this, Caeltos is tier 3 with tons of resources, using Catachan Smoke Grenade again to excellent effect, using it to revive the Kommando. Does he get away? He does. Chucked a stun bomb as well, and there is Malignant Blindness from the Chaos Lord. Triple Dreadnoughts have been very difficult for blue team to deal with so far. That's Cannon getting hits. Here comes Power Fist Force Commander. And there is Flesh River Steel. This Dreadnought is now hard locked, and a warp throw excellently done into a Destructor. Beautiful play from Codex. And here come Banshees just slightly too late to take advantage of that. Autarch drop. Her entry grenade's now stunned, and she provides a nice 15% AoE damage resistance buff to infantry. So she's great to pair up alongside Howling Banshees, and they're going to take down this Dreadnought. Osinski too slow to move it. That was a Fire Prism getting a last shot. Dark Riku looking quite thin, but he has tons of resources. He's pushing the east side. Terminator is trying to chase this Manticore. Dark Riku wondering why they are not using a melee charge to go after this thing. Land Raider Crusader on the way though. Brother Captain smacking on that turret, doing very little damage because this is a melee weapon, not a power melee or a heavy melee weapon. So it's not doing a lot of damage to the vehicle armor of that turret. But Caeltos needs to retreat here because this Land Raider Crusader with his Hurricane Bolters is shooting a crap out of everything. Down goes the turret. Finally, the defences that have been there since tier 1 in one form or another go down. Another Fire Prism from Codex. Double Fire Prisms. Very, very strong tier 3 for Eldar. Battle Wagon with 12 hit points gets away. Sluggers get out and make sure the Force Commander leaves it alone. Good play from Angry Bird. He had it stacked up with 3 squads in there, so it was shooting all its weapons and had a speed buff, I believe, if you put enough stuff inside it. Here is that Land Raider Crusader. Grenade launchers on the front. Multi-melter, twin-linked assault cannon, and Hurricane Bolters on the side sponsons. Also provides energy in the health regen, as you can see here. But we do need to be quite close to get that benefit. 115 to 85. Lord General taking one look at the Land Raider and retreating, but look at this. We have a Baneblade super unit for Imperial Guard. Has 2 las cannons, has 2 twin heavy bolters, I believe, demolisher cannon, and the main battle cannon. 115, 275. Look how much damage it did to the Land Raider already. The main cannon of the Baneblade now shoots automatically as of a few versions ago of Elite. Doesn't do quite as much damage, but you don't need to micro those shots any longer. 115, 266. Autarch jumping in amongst his guardsmen, and the Brother Captain teleporting in. He's level 4 now. Autarch has a spear. Catachans laying in wait. Being very sneaky, level 2 Catachans. Center looks relatively quiet. Blue team take the east side. Osinski not providing any support here. What is he doing? These dreadnoughts completely idle. 115, perhaps he doesn't want to face, fire prisms, and the Land Raider, what should be supporting this Baneblade, I think. Manticore is still around. No Manticore strike on his VP to stop the cap though. The Monster Cannon doesn't hit anything. What level are the Rangers now? Level 2 Rangers. Here come Howling Banshees. These ladies almost level 3. Baneblade taking big shots from that fire prism using its focused blast. Can also use a spread shot which disrupts infantry. Very versatile vehicle, the fire prism. Osinski's Chaos Lord now kitted out. Lightning Claws, a beastly power melee weapon, and Icon of Khorne healing him with each melee hit. Lord General's level 4. Land Raider Crusader now coming middle, backed up by Grey Knight Terminators, and it's going to meet these double auto cannon dreadnoughts. Have these guys leveled? One is level 2, the others have not though. Grey Knight Terminators have power melee weapons, so not going to do a huge amount to dreadnoughts. Here come Knobs from Angry Bird, backed up by a battle wagon. We have pink Orks coming in for a fight. There is the grenade launchers going off, and the dreadnoughts forcing melee with their close combat claws on the Land Raider. You cannot get rear armor hits on a Land Raider, of course, just like on tabletop with its 14 armor all the way around. Dreadnought, is this guy going to get away? He's taken las cannon hits from somewhere. It's from here, and he's out of las cannon range. Osinski needs to back off. 91, 230, single cap for red. They've come back brilliantly. Here comes the Baneblade now, backed up by a double guardsman to repair it if it needs it. There's the Death Roller from the battle wagon too. And look at this from Kickin Ace. Force Commander in Terminator armor gets a Power Fist, and Stormbolter can also get an Assault Cannon and Lightning Claws and a Heavy Flamer. It's a bit of a shame, I think, that he can't get Thunderhammer and Storm Shield. Would have been a cool option for him, but anyway, it's 71, 230, 2-1 cap for red. Howling Banshees going after the battle wagon, sorry, the Baneblade. And Kickin Ace calling down some Thunderhammer Storm Shield Terminators who are not moving. Are they bugged out? Paladins now on the field for Dark Riku. These guys are heavy melee. They will do a lot of damage to that Baneblade if they can catch it. Also giving off a passive damage buff and damage resistance buff. You can see it on those Banshees there, those yellow circles. But they're not going after the Baneblade. They're teleporting in to decap and taking absolutely tons of damage while they do so. He's going to lose these guys. No way he's going to be able to run them out of there. 48, 230. And these guys are expensive. They are 700, 200. And they're going to go down. Loses his Paladins. Ouch. All they did was decap. Here's an orbital bombardment from Dark Riku, trying to finish off this Baneblade, down to 410 hit points. Here comes the Land Raider trying to finish off with the multi-melter, and the Land Raider's multi-melter does a lot of damage. Baneblade down to 26 hit points. Now being path blocked by Chaos Dreadnoughts. Marco Zinch. For all 3 Dreadnoughts, that's going to make short work of this Land Raider, and down it goes. Chaos Lord was also smacking on it. Grey Knight Terminators go down, and they had Liber Demonica as well. Dark Riku losing his entire army pretty much. Ouch, ouch, ouch. They do have a 2-1. Also decapping here is an Autarch. Librarian on the field for Kickin Ace to support his Assault Terminators. Fights melee with a Force Sword, which is a power melee weapon. 48, 162. Land Raider Crusader number 2 dropped on the faces of these Chaos Space Marines. Lord General went down, will be revived by Angry Birds. Commander Knob, will that level him to 4? It might. Not quite. Here come these triple Marco Zinch Dreadnoughts. Osinski now going tier 3. Does anyone have a nuke ready? Caeltos can drop a rocket run. Osinski is quite close to dropping an Imperial. Space Marine Dreadnought is now level 3. Double fire prisms still around. Here comes the second Land Raider Crusader. We have Assault Terminators there as well. And of course, the Force Commander Terminator, who's getting a heavy flamer. Assault Cannon Barrage going off. Here we see knobs and double fire prisms is an excellent way to deal with Orc knobs. Constant disruption. Howling Banshees chasing them off alongside the Autarch there. These Terminators will inspire nearby troops to do more damage, and ever they kill anything, all of your allies benefit from that as well. Baneblade back in the action, having been repaired up. 48-95 is so close. Blue team have the east side. We have some Kashrakins on the field with plasma guns for Caeltos. Plasma guns getting quicker reload time with this weapon expertise. Fragmentation grenade goes off. Brother Captain surely going to be taken out here. He's level 5. Levels to 6 and does go down eventually. Can the Lord General cap? Autarch is here. I don't think he's going to be able to. Here comes the Warlock as well. Level 4 Warlock. Well, here comes the Chaos Lord. 48-73. Osinski only has a single dreadnought left. Those fire prisms really doing excellently well from Codex. He has 2 of them still. Here's that las cannon as well. Level 2 has done really well from Kickin, Bright Lance, and his assault terminators are still there with those thunder hammers. Land Raider Crusader going east. Commandos called in by Angry Bird to try and cap. They now cap at the same rate as Tactical Marines, and they get their Nob Leader now. He has a rocket launcher, and they've capped it 47-60. Can Red Team do this? Both Dark Riku and Osinski lost a lot, but Dark Riku coming back with another Land Raider as a Purgation Squad now inside the Land Raider, I believe, and they have Psy Cannons. Osinski again with more dreadnoughts. This guy's level 3 with that Marco Zinch missile launcher, and that was an Imperial. Not sure how much damage he did, I missed it, but he has forced off a bunch of Codex's stuff, and Red Team retain east side. Now this Land Raider Crusader is being chased off by Knobs using Frenzy, and this rocket launcher wielding Nob Leader. Osinski turning around, taking out a Bright Lance perhaps. Level 7 Chaos Lord wipes the floor with that Bright Lance. Needs to be careful now though. Uses Kill the Weak on the Banshees, nicely done, but now needs to retreat, really does. Fire Prism taking hits from this Marco Zinch. Dreadnought. Chaos Lord goes down. Dreadnought needs to back the hell off. 2 Fire Prisms it cannot handle, I don't think. Especially if it's tied up by an Autarch, and down it goes. Autarch levels to 4, wow. Still only has just over 1,000 hit points, but she does get a shield that she can purchase. Battle Wagon for Angry Bird is still around. 740. It's a double cap for Blue Team. Red Team taking a natural back. Can Blue Team pull this off? This Dreadnought now level 4. Almost 1,600 hit points on this thing. Sluggers using Swampum to try and decap Blue's natural. Can they do it? There's an Eldritch Storm to stop the cap. And it does. They could have decapped right at the end there. 7-17. Red Team now need to get to the east side. Here comes Double Guardsman. Level 3. And level 3. Kashrakins also coming east side. And these Heretics which have lived somehow. This Dreadnought's going to go down. Fire Prison finished it off. Baneblade still around. Battle Wagon still around. Warlock trying to take it on with this Merciless Switchblade, which isn't going to work out for it. Down goes the Land Raider Crusader again. And there's the victory for Blue, stopping the cap up here with an orbital bombardment. Wow, very close. What an excellent game. Dark Riku had a Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way as well. Double Kashrakins on the field for Caeltos. Thanks for watching guys. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed it.